All righty. Perfect. Hey, thank you everybody for joining us for this little instruction session. Apologies to everybody for it was scheduled for yesterday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I had to actually hop on a plane and travel yesterday last minute. So thank you for putting up with us on rescheduling it to today. I also have Weston, our in-house prop trader with us that many of you, I'm sure, if you're in Discord and community, know and interact with on a regular basis. He is responsible for all of our winning trades. But he also is one that that is very good at the Sig Dev trading, which you guys get on the Sig Dev channel and in Discord. Couple of things I want to remind everybody about, and again, I apologize, I'm on my laptop today, not behind my desktop with the cool green screen in the back, is we do have a live Q&A function here, as well as we do have a live chat function here as well. So please, everybody, utilize both of them, and we'll answer any questions that you come up over the course of the next 30 minutes or so. And then as well as I'm also recording this, and we'll drop this into the community as well if anybody has to drop off or anybody is missing it.
And I'm monitoring the Q&A box here, so just throw them in and we'll get to them before it's over.
Yep, 100%. All right, so the first thing I want to do is we've had a lot of new members join over the last 4 weeks, but also over the last couple of days too. I mean, I'll just check here what it is. But yeah, I mean, today alone, we have 30 new members who joined Trade the Chain. Yesterday, we had 73 members who joined Trade the Chain. Now, you guys, if you're watching this, it means most likely you got into Discord. And if you got into Discord, that's most likely because you read the welcome email that was sent to you with my name on it. It's surprising to me still how many people don't read those welcome emails. Our Discord server actually has slightly less than 50% of our total member population in it. And that's the most discouraging thing to me. I try to email everybody. There's so many, but I try to email everybody to get them in because the community is so important. Plus all our Monday through Friday research that we put out from Divino is there, as well as the Sig Dev trading alerts are there. And that's how you get them to your phone in real time, actually. So it's so important. Okay, so because of all the new members, I'm going to go over real quickly, go through the instructional part of the dashboard and where everything is, how things work. We also released some new features, and some of those new features by default don't show up on existing members before this past week. So I'm going to show you how to make that happen. Let me get to share the screen. All right.
And it looks like I see a question came in from.
So Weston, what do you see on my screen right now? I'm on my laptop. I'm not used to.
I'm just seeing your full desktop. I see the
Trade the Chain.
Trade the Chain.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. All right, folks. So this is just to give a quick overview of the dashboards. If you have any questions, one is I want everybody to know how to contact us in all the different ways. We have a centralized help desk that the whole team sees. I look into it. Everybody looks into it. But you can communicate with us from almost every portion of the product. Question mark is the first thing that stands out. Just hit ask. You type in conversation here. It goes to our centralized help desk. This is also located on our coins page as well. So don't hesitate. Here it is again. Always get a hold of us. Also, there's a help channel in TTC community as well as in the member resources, and I'll go through those as well. But for everybody here, one of the things that if you were a member prior to the week before, you notice a 1 hour price chart graph here. This price chart was not here as of 5 days ago. And if you are an existing member, you may not be seeing this when you log into your dashboards. And that's because you either need to, one, clear your cache on your computer, or the easy way to do it is to click this customize column button right here, hit reset to default, or check the 1 hour price chart. From that point on, this will show up every single time you log into the Coin Screener dashboard. All right.
Yeah. All I had to do was actually exit Brave browser, and then go back in, and then just that customized columns, and it worked just fine for me.
Yep, that's it. So if you either hit reset to default or click the 1 hour price chart, it will show up every time. Another thing is that we instituted was we rolled out our charting. So just to give you an idea, if you click on either the name of the coin or you click on the 1 hour price chart here, it will take you over to a chart. And you can look at all the coins as match, either get affirmation from the chart on your sentiment dating analysis, which by the way, we'll also go over in a little bit on different techniques for trading off the Coin Screener page. But this was widely wanted from the members. We've instituted this now, so we hope this helps a lot.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. Also, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, everybody, so my computer sometimes I have to wait between clicks here. So this charting is significant update to us. Also, another update for us as well is, and this goes together with the Sig Dev trading. And again, we're going to get into the Sig Dev trading techniques as well in a little bit, and that'll be done by Weston. But it's the where to trade function. So the Sig Devs, just to give an overview, are flash listing alerts. So those listings, like if it lists on KuCoin, Coinbase, Binance, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a listing. We're trying to get that. We average about 4 to 8 minutes ahead of the market announcement on those. They're really crucial. There's some really good alpha to be generated in those. Like I said, we'll go over that more. But when those come and there's a coin that's you haven't heard of, and you're like, hey, where do I trade this? I want to get into position before the market goes in. You're just going to click on the where to trade thing. You're going to, let me just put in one of my favorites right now, which is CHSB. And those are the folks over at Swissborg. I hit that and it tells me all the exchanges or venues it's located at. So that's a huge improvement as well. People often were asking, hey, I don't know where to trade these things or buy these things. If a Sig Dev alert comes out on KuCoin, I don't have a KuCoin account. So where else can I get it? And so now we've solved that issue. And then to that point, I also wanted to say that when it comes to Sig Dev trading, we are now scraping the data for early alert system to Voyager listings. And Steve, if he hears this, will be like, guys, don't beat me on the Voyager listings. Well, that's not his choice. That's why we data scrape. But once again, if you click on any coin, here's BNT, you go to the chart, it pulls up.
It's going to be a great chart.
One of the things I want you to know, folks, is that it defaults to USDT. That's where we have it defaulting. If a coin doesn't have a USDT pair, you can just click in the upper left here and switch it to a pair that it has. Maybe it's USD thing, but there you go, BNT, and it pulls down all the different pairs. One of the things that I'm sure a majority of you Voyager fans will be trying to check out is when you click on the chart and you go Voyager, and nothing pops up. Well, do this. Go BQX USD right here. So type it up by its Binance symbol, and there goes the BQX USD.
Do you want to explain why that is, though, quick? Some people might not know.
Go ahead, Weston. I know you love explaining why the ticker is different and why it pulls up here.
Well, it's just as simple as that. So this is Voyager, everyone. It's just, that's the ticker on Binance. So VGX is BQX on Binance, just like Bitcoin is XBT on Kraken, and BTC everywhere else. No, no
That's
different.
correct. And for all of those looking at the Voyager chart right now, it was a perfect triple top over the last couple of weeks. It looks like we're going into some new signals, which we'll cover tomorrow, probably on Trade the Chain on our daily episode. But then if you do this, if you go to VGX on the chart here, you'll see it does pull up the wrapped ether WETH, and that's for Uniswap. So for everybody who uses Uniswap, this is what a ETH Voyager swap chart looks like. All right. So do we have any questions, Weston?
Yeah, so the one, looks like two actually. So first one, this is actually related to Voyager. This came from Michael. And he's wondering, can we still buy the LGO token now to get the exchange to VGX at that that rate? I know what he's talking about, the 6.7 to 1.
So I think where's that in the chat here?
It's in the Q&A.
Okay.
LGO to VGX.
Hey, Michael, how are you? Yeah, so, technically you can. And a lot of people come to me asking this question because they see me covering Voyager a lot and whatnot. So, Steve Ehrlich has said that ratio for LGO VGX when the swap comes, which I believe we're anticipating in about, let's call it 45 days or so. I'm actually going to shoot him out a message to find out if they've pinned anything down as far as a date. But when that swap happens, I guess you're looking to see if there's an ARB to be had. And if that ratio does stay the same, and I'm not saying it will, even though Steve has said that, then there is a slight arbitrage to be had. He's actually tweeted this in the past. I don't have the tweet in front of me, but he even commented on an arbitrage being able to take place.
Yeah. The thing is, it's not set in stone yet, which is why I am hesitant about it.
It's not a trade I'm doing.
Yeah, like I'm not. I dabbled in it too, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait until I see some facts or something printed.
All right. I'm going to answer this. I'm going to answer this next question, Dr. Drew. But I definitely don't want to make this a Voyager thing. Maybe I should do a Voyager only webinar. So can you guys explain what you're talking about with the swap? Because I like VGX. All right. So what happened is that Voyager went and acquired a company, a wallet company, a while back, and that company actually had a token associated with it, and it had no sort of tokenomics. Hence why there was such a push for a new token economics program and loyalty program. And so Voyager created its own token, VGX. And so what a swap is similar if you are following crypto like Aave and Lend. Actually, NEM is going through one this month with a token, a snapshot and swap. And what that is basically it's the merging of two tokens into one. So this is where the LGO token is coming into become VGX. So rather than have two tokens, two prices, two different order books, it'll be the same.
Perfect. Yeah, and I think more details will come out, as that all unfolds as well. I do see we have one other question here. ETH from Rob. Oh, Ethereum. He's noticed a sharp increase over the past few days. Buy now before price goes to all-time high. It's an interesting time for Ethereum.
Possible review shows an example. How will you use this information so you get into a trade? All right, so let's hold on real quick. I don't want to make this a markets discussion. Let's make this a trade discussion. Weston, can you do first? Can you do Sig Dev trading for the folks?
Yeah.
And
Just
go
kind
to,
of
go to Discord and show them where the Sig Dev goes, where the Sig Dev channel is, and then take us through the process of your Sig Devs. And by the way, folks, we recorded Sig Devs. He is, I think his biggest one is GRT on December 18th, which was over 200%. But almost every week he's consistent with these Sig Devs, and it's from the Coinbase effect.
Okay, so are you able to see?
Yes.
Okay, so I am in Discord here. Where is actionable alerts? Right here, this channel. Here, let me move this so you can. Is that better? Can you see full screen?
Your screen's green. It's blank and green.
How about now? There. This is. I just want to show
There you
you
go.
this.
Yeah, yep. There it is.
Perfect. So this is the kind of, I don't want to call it easy money, but the easiest way to make money from the platform, because nothing's a sure thing. But you know, if you get a Sig Dev from Coinbase or Binance and you want to act quickly, this is where you do it. So make sure that you have your notifications on. Oops, for this channel specifically, and you do that by notification settings. And then for Trade the Chain server, if you want like specific channels, you'd go significant development alerts, all have that on there, done. And then also make sure that, like, you know, you've got your phone on loud so that when it goes off and beeps, you're ready to trade. So do you want me to just kind of walk through, Alex, like a hypothetical, let's say GRT got listed again, or?
Yeah, absolutely do that. And folks, when you do set the alerts for this trading, these alerts are about, let's call it a handful or a little more per day. So, and it's a post only channel. So there's no noise in it. In other words, members can't post in this channel. It's only for the our bot to deliver the flash listings.
Exactly. Okay, so now are you able to see Brave browser
Yes.
as well?
Yep.
Okay, so and I see there's a question that came in here quick. Sig Devs are available only at Binance or Coinbase.
No.
Yeah, if you want to answer that while I load this.
Yeah, they're so what we've done is they're available everywhere, right? So all exchanges do listings, but what we've done is narrowed it down to the most profitable exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin. Now we're adding Voyager. We got Kraken. The ones that really have that quote unquote Coinbase effect pop the most. So what we're doing, and by the way, this information, this data is posted on various parts of the channel. We'll repost them again today, but we put out a report every month on the different percentages on what the average percentage gain is on new listings on individual exchanges, and those are the ones that we concentrate on so much.
Okay. And I think he's a follow-up question here. Not available, actionable. So maybe for clarification, yes, some of these are more powerful than others. We've found that they're all, you know, generally powerful, but for me personally, if I see the keyword Binance or Coinbase, it's like a no-brainer. I just go into it blindly almost. Hopefully I know something about the project, but
sorry, yeah, so the most actionable, we'll release this, we'll repost this, but where's this posted again anyway? It's in the FAQs that we put that in?
Yes, the charts.
Yeah, the charts. We should actually post those in members resources.
Okay. Can you still see
yes,
Discord?
There they are. Hey, Sync, so if you could see these charts right here that are posted in FAQs, these are actual percentage points of the different exchanges on new listing alerts. So we'll change those numbers and for next month as well and whatnot. But yeah, Binance and Coinbase are obviously at the top of that food chain. followed closely by Kraken, KuCoin, Binance as well, or Voyager as well.
Perfect. And then we got a couple more here, but we'll get to those in a second. So let's do a quick like hypothetical example. You mentioned GRT. So GRT, the graph protocol, was a Sig Dev that we picked up, my favorite of all time. So thus far, and reason being, it was just a monster. And I saw the alert came through, and then basically now we have a even smoother process for you to go to. So I'll show you the way that you could do it that way. Wow, Ocean, it's just cruising.
Yeah, Ocean's been a big winner today.
Yeah, my God.
It's great to see a little Sunday rally going on rather than sell-off.
Sunday, yeah, not a bloody Sunday. Ocean was a Sig Dev this week, actually. Now that I think about it, which I got into at like $1.18.
I'll go through that one. Go through that one.
Okay, yeah.
Can you find it on Discord on our Sig Dev alerts from earlier this week?
Yeah. I think it can. Let's see. Do you remember that it was just a couple days ago?
It was Tuesday, Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Let's see. So see, everybody who's following here, I'm going through this, and you.
So when you did Ocean, do you remember which exchange the Sig Dev was on? Was it on Kraken?
It was on Kraken. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah. So that's the RT of it. So if you scroll back a little more, it should have the original alert, and there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us the story about the Ocean Sig Dev when this came across and you went into it, and how actionable was it? What have you walked away? Have you walked away from it?
Yeah. So Ocean. Well, so from the Sig Dev, yes. I got in. I got out. I made. I think 18% profit in a very short time, so effective. And then, but I've been following the sentiment of Ocean for the past several days, and I entered another long position actually yesterday that I'm still holding, that I'm out pretty significantly on, because I've been following the daily. I mean, look at right now; it's very bullish still, with that trading volume and tweet volume just kind of through the roof. So it's looking good. But anyways, you just go to the coins page, type in Ocean. Okay. Now we've got it, or if you want to look at the chart, but where to trade, Ocean, protocol, and then boom, here's all the places you can get it. An important point to note, Kraken, when you make a pre-announcement, it's not available there yet. So this is where a lot of the alpha is generated. So, if you say it's going to be listed on Kraken, you're not going to be able to get it there until it's listed.
Well, yeah, and Weston, that brings me to another thing. So I've had people in the past come to me and say, "Hey, listen, there's a Bitfinex listing or some other listing. I don't have an account there, so I really can't take part in this." No, that's not the thing. It's a market-based price effect. So if Bitfinex, for instance, is having a listing and you want to get in on that coin, and that coin is traded when you do the coin search at Kraken, let's say, and you have an account at Kraken, you can buy it at Kraken. The price reverberates across the market. It doesn't just happen on the exchange. I know that's a little simple for some people, complex for others. I just wanted to make that clear because it is a common question.
Yes, and most commonly, you're going to have to go. I had a demo account set up here, but for the practical purposes, most commonly what you're going to have to do is go to a decentralized exchange to be able to get access to it if it's not listed on any exchange like a KuCoin. So in this case, I think that actually was the only available. It's on Voyager, actually.
Ocean's on Voyager. You could have picked it up on the Sig Dev at Voyager.
Yeah. Yep, that's correct. But other than that, I think you had to go to Uniswap, which is where I went. And then I just did I connected my MetaMask wallet as normal procedure, and then placed I think Ethereum or USDC, whatever I had available as dry powder, typed in Ocean, swapped it, and was in within a minute or two. Bada bing, bada boom, done. And that's all it takes.
And a couple other things is we've also been seeing gas fees lower a little bit over the last week or so, which has been very helpful. Also, last week, I spent a couple hours on the phone with the folks over at Loopring for layer 2 technology for swaps on who eliminate the gas fees. We're actually going to bring them into the community and onto an AMA this coming week to help some of the folks out with setting up Loopring accounts and all that good stuff if they want to do some Ethereum gas-free swaps. Are also going to hold some contests. If you watched the AMA we did last Friday, which is getting posted on YouTube today, you'll note that we spoke about Loopring is going to do some exclusive contests with the Trade the Chain community. We're actually going to hold some contests where the members decide what listings are next on Loopring, as well as give away some LRC tokens, which if any of you have been around for a while with us, was a big Sig Dev a while back. Weston made a lot of money off of that one. But Loopring is a great layer 2 DEX protocol. But moving forward, keep going with the trade, Weston.
Okay, well, I was just adding in here to now kind of look at some sentiment analysis, because that was it for Ocean essentially,
Yeah, Ocean's had some great sentiment analysis. Why don't we take it over to the sentiment screen and start going through that on Ocean as well?
Yeah,
I think it's up also 50% over the last day, 24 hours.
Yeah, it's moving, and so that's why I said like the sentiment is looking great. Right here, very bullish, up 40. It's at $1.54, and so I know you like to go to the charts. Well, sometimes you go to the charts.
Well, here, why don't I share my screen? I'll I'll show the folks how I do sentiment trading.
Perfect. Here, I just pulled up my 4-hour thing here. Let me unshare, or are you able to where's the share? Here we go. Stop sharing.
Very cool.
Oh, and a couple of questions here. I can answer these right now, or if you want to hop in.
No, go for it.
So looks like J7 here asks, just why are you so passionate about Brave browser? That privacy features. It's a super fast, privacy focused browser that's also built with blockchain technology. It had the ticker symbol BAT, basic attention token, is actually from Brave browser, and you can earn that by just using it. Just an excellent browser, really. But that's why I don't know if you, Alex, if you use Brave as well.
Yeah, I mean, I use Brave for certain things. I also noticed that as great as Brave is, Brave does block some things inadvertently and cause some things not to operate or perform. So I don't use Brave all the time. As you can see now, I'm using Chrome, which I use the majority of the time.
Brave is built on top of. Oh,
yeah, I know, but for me, sometimes some fun functionality, because I run some different programs and it just doesn't work with all of them. But Brave is really cool. I love the folks at Brave, know the folks at Brave, and I think it's a great product. And you get to earn the free basic attention token, from it. So it's cool. I want to go to Sing real quick. This is important. Is Uniswap ETH only? Yes. So Uniswap is ETH only. So is Sushi Swap. But I also want to let you know, Sing, if anybody, by the way, I don't know if you're new or you're experienced, but if you haven't heard of places like Pancake Swap, or if you've been wondering why BNB, which is the Binance native token, has taken off in value so much so recently, that is because that is another form of DEX, which is built on the Binance chain, which is not Ethereum based. So for instance, Uniswap is Ethereum based. People complain when the Ethereum gas fees are high, including me. And then there's things like the Binance chain, where Pancake Swap is a DEX utilizing the BNB Binance native token over there. There are no Ethereum fees. And then of course there's other stuff like layer 2, like Loopring we just mentioned, which wrap tokens up and to circumvent Ethereum gas fees. So there's a couple different places to do it. You don't have to do it on Uniswap.
Quick question, probably a good one for you, Alex, too, as well. From Rob said, what settings? So when you go to the graphs or the chart for some confirmation, let's say, what do you use?
Yeah. Why don't I go over it now? Let me do this now. All right, so I'm on my
EMA, RSI, volume, SMAs is what I said is typically what I'm looking at, but you may have something different.
Well, with sentiment trading?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so here's how I do sentiment trading. I just had to knock off that 7-day USD price so it could fit within my laptop screen. The first thing I do, guys, and this is how I sentiment trade more than I do anything else. I don't do Sig Dev trading a lot because I'm not up during the majority of the Sig Dev hours, which are generally Asian hours, but I have noticed them coming into the daytime EST. The first thing I do is go to the 1 hour projection. Okay. I want to, first of all, I have two strategies. I have one for toggling in the top down, and I have one for toggling from the bottom up. I'll go over the bottom up soon. So the first thing I do is go to the 1 hour projection. This helps me not search through coins by the dozens. I like to identify 2 or 3 off of going down the first half of this row. So I've been doing this long enough. I'll just give you an idea of what I think is good. I always think Tomo Chain is tomato coin. That's a different story. Let's see. Well, we got the graph is daily sentiment bearish, not into that. All right, so the next thing.
I like Ocean. I like Ocean today, to be honest.
I do too. I was trying to be different, but I might have to go back to Ocean.
A lot of momentum.
Let's see. We've listed quite a few new coins as well. Let's see where Ocean is. Okay.
Oh, and then a couple more questions here coming in. Well,
sure. Okay, so let me go through Ocean here. Now, Ocean is actually not hitting the mark on all the indicators for me, just one. And the one mark it's not hitting the indicators on is it's very market neutral in the 1 hour projection. I typically, obviously, like to have a heavy weight to the top going on. Here, we have a very neutral indicator, but there's all the other indicators which are showing that this might change. And if there's a little reversal on the 1 hour, but what these numbers mean is the 1 hour projected range percentage wise. So in 1 hour, we're projecting it won't be lower than 5% off its top now and won't be higher than 5% off its top right now. We're accurate to 92.3% is our trailing historic accuracy on that right now. And this is rolling. You can see it's updated a few seconds ago. So this is a great way to monitor your position as it rolls through the hours. And check your entry points or exit points based on where you feel the sentiment is going or what our 1 hour projection is telling you. This middle number is a mean. So it's a mean average between the two, okay? The graph, which is just shy of 50, halfway, is the total accumulation of the low average, the high average, and the mean average. So this is slighted very little to the downside right here. Now, what I am seeing that I like, where I go from the 1 hour projection, I go to the right. I want to see relative tweet volume. I see relative tweet volume is up 220%. That means that there is something happening From a social point of view, I like to go into Twitter. I like to find out what that is. Just remember, sentiment can go negative or positive. Think of it as an event-driven indicator, right? So if people are being very social with a ticker, that means that something is happening, but that could also mean something negative is happening. So right now I want to find out where it is, but I like the activity on it. I also see there's relative trading volume, 342%. And if you
Alex,
guys,
you're sharing your screen, right? Just want to make sure. It looks like one person can't see your screen.
yeah, you can see my screen with Ocean, right?
Yep, I can see it. Just want to make sure. It looks like Ajay said he can't see your screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it should be good, Ajay.
If,
Maybe.
if you can see my screen with Ocean pulled up, just type in the chat real quick.
Oh, he can now. Working. Perfect.
Okay, cool. So 342% relative trading volume, that means there's a lot of participation in the order books. I want participants in that order book because that'll keep price range both on the bid ask steady. I really like the number over there. From here, I go to the left. I don't care about long-term sentiment. I'm not marrying this this ticker. I'm looking to be in here from anywhere from 1 hour to the most I'll stay in this is 3 days. So I'll either have my intraday trades off of sentiment, or I'll have my 48-hour trades within it. So I don't care about long-term sentiment, but I want to check out daily sentiment. Daily sentiment score of 87 is extremely high. So I really like the very bullish indicator. I see we've had a great 30 days. I see we have a great 24 hours, up 42%. And I like this number right here. I don't care if it's negative or positive, but I typically don't like it to be out of the 5 to 6% range, either negative or positive, because I don't want to see volatility happening in that 1 hour change. I want to see it. I want to see it very consistent and strong. I want to make sure that I'm able to get into an entry point that I like and not have to worry about seesawing price action, whether I'm at the top of a wave or if I'm entering at the bottom of a wave, which is more preferable. But I like to see this range bound within 5% positive or negative. I mean,
So,
even since I've been
expand on
talking,
that?
you can see a reversal. Oh, look at that. Did you just see that? Ever since we started going over this, this is now this range bound. Let's just click over the chart.
Yeah.
Look at this thing has now formed on the 1 hour a reversal. That's pretty cool.
That is, yeah, and you can see it on the chart there.
So we're seeing Ocean actually perform in front of us pretty well. And you can see now, not only have we had a reversal of the chart, but that sentiment that I started out, which was market neutral, is now shifting to the top side. And so now we're heavy weighted to the top side. And I will suspect that we will see that continue to gap towards the high side. You can see the 1 hour change is now compressing. So it's a very interesting. So I'm gonna go over this one more time real quick. First thing I look at is the 1 hour projection. The second thing is the relative tweet volume and the relative trading volume. I like to see that there's noise, and I like to see there's participants in the order book. Next thing I go to is daily sentiment. I want it to be bullish, very bullish. Ideally, it can be neutral based on other circumstances, such as the 1 hour being very heavy weighted. I like to see the 1 hour projection being constrained within 5% up or bottom, positive or negative, to make sure that I don't have high volatility in the order book right now. And then I go to the charts to get my affirmation if I have to, and try to talk myself out of a trade or further talk myself into a trade.
And you don't always do that, right?
I don't always go for affirmation. I would say 50% of the time I base it on sentiment alone. I did that last week with Rob on NEM. There was a snapshot coming up. I did the sentiment trading. And where's NEM right now in price?
I want to say it's up pretty significantly from then. Let me get your real-time price. That's a ticker XEM, right?
Yep, XEM.
XEM is 73 cents.
Yeah, so it'd been as high as 87. And that was 85, 87. That was my short-term take on it from calling it on the sentiment that day, which was at 65 cents. So I was happy with them. I do actually think there's more bullish action happening in ticker XEM in them just because of their snapshot event that they're having with their other token. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple questions. Do you want to keep going or?
No, let's answer some questions.
Okay, so Jochi Nova, what is the best concise source you know of to learn how to enter and exit the trades and reach charts for different crypto in combination with TTC panel, a rule of thumb? I think that's kind of what we're going over here. Jochi, if you want to maybe expand, but like, yeah, just how to read charts, to when to enter, when to exit. It ultimately becomes up to you as a trader to evolve in your own unique, ability to enter and exit. But this is how Alex does it. I have my way.
Yeah, we try to between the signals and the indicators, we try to take it as close to possible to telling you when to trade, without telling you when to trade. One, we can't do that, and two, if that's required, then a money manager should be brought into place. But we try to bring it to that as close to that point as possible, and share with everybody how to utilize those things. When it comes to chart affirmation, we actually have a cheat sheet program, which is going into the member resource academy, which is going to show the different bullish and bearish patterns, the easy ones to pick up on, recognize. We actually had those back in our old Slack community before going over Discord. And then we're bringing over, we're going to have a few intro TA classes that we're filming as well. I think in next 2 weeks, actually, we're doing those. And those are from my buddy, I'm going to do those with my buddy, John Najarian, a superstar options trader. You guys see him every day on CNBC. If you watch CNBC, he is a TA master. So I'm going to have him come on and do some charting courses for our community on intros. And then the next thing I see is 1 to 3 days only. So I think you were picking up on my sentiment trading style. I do it for the short term. I do it 1 to 3 days because sentiment is ever flowing. So I like to swing trade these trades. Now, when it comes to DCAing, I will dollar cost average my long trades and try to pick my positions based on sentiment trading. So let's take, for instance, VGX, right? Everybody knows I love VGX. And when I want to add to my position, I will use sentiment trading to pick up those entry points on the dips. So I'll look at when sentiment's coming down, and I'll know that I want to enter into some positions to kind of stock up the bag at the best possible price point I can.
And then confirm how to check. We're connecting to the right token contract in Uniswap. This is a very important thing, actually.
Okay. Oh my God. Is this the question from Sean here?
No, this one.
Where's this?
This is from Sing.
Oh, all right. Okay. So yeah, go over that, Weston. Go over that, because now I've never had it happen to me. I don't think Weston's had it happen to him, but we have had numbers happen where you cut and paste a malicious contract into your MetaMask to load up the coins that you just swapped, and next thing you know, those coins leave your MetaMask. Weston, go over this, please, because this is really important, guys.
That's very critical. So thank you for the question. And once you lose something on a non-custodial wallet,
got it.
So okay, here, why don't I share? Why don't I pull up a screen again and show you, because this is actually very important. And let me know if you can see. Should be
Yep, you got
browser.
it. We got the chart.
Okay, so yeah, I was just showing the actual like the EMAs that I would be looking at for Ocean right now.
Go to the Uniswap though. Go to the Uniswap and MetaMask.
Okay, for like a hypothetical. Well, so
yeah, let's get for the contracts. I want to pull up Etherscan and show them what a contract is and explain to them why a contract can actually be malicious and fake.
Yeah. Okay. So, so let's say we were to go. Let's say okay. So, Ocean Protocol, right? Here is on CoinGecko. This is probably going to be your most reliable source. There's even been malicious things on CoinGecko though, so you still want to confirm. But more or less, CoinGecko is like the most reliable, trustworthy source. This is the contract address. Each token has a contract address. So you copy this, and this is what you would then paste into Uniswap to get your trade going. So if I were to select a token, if I were to just go like this, it should pull up Ocean, boom, like that. Now here, see this? Trade at your own risk. This is where people get scammed. And now I'm confident in this one right here, but if you really wanted to take it a step further, which only takes a second, you can go to a block explorer, such as Etherscan or Ethplorer or whatever. Type in that same contract address, and that's going to pull us up. So what we want actually is the token. So you'd go to Ocean Token, and you can basically, what you're looking for is like legitimacy. You want to see, okay, is it match? Is this the right one? Ocean Token, yep. Okay, look at all these transactions happening right now. A lot of people are moving into this because it's looking good. But once you've got that confirmation, again, just copy the address from Etherscan, go back to, where was that? Uniswap. Let's even pretend like it's a new one. And it should pull up the exact same there. So now we've got verification on like 3 ways to know that you're not getting scammed. Because we don't, obviously we don't want that to happen to anyone, and that's how I've avoided it.
We just had a member. We just had this happen to a member last week, and it's heartbreaking when they come to you and they see, they show you their MetaMask transaction, stuff like that, and you're just like, you got to be careful, man. Got to be really careful that you're cut and pasting the right contract. This is crypto. You got to triple check everything.
Because there's nothing that anyone can do about it once you, like, I don't have the power to, Alex doesn't have, MetaMask doesn't have, there's nothing you can do really. So you just got to be careful,
So let me get some aging questions here. There's a couple questions, still learning questions. I still have fiat, all my fiat and crypto in Kraken via Etana to trade on. So Uniswap seems I need ETH. So what does this mean? I need transfer the ETH to Uniswap. Yes. So Uniswap is powered by Ethereum. Everything on Uniswap is powered by Ethereum. Same with SushiSwap. So what you need to do is basically, hey, Mark, I see Mark just laid in a question. Mark's our good old G member, been here a while.
Hey, Mark.
Uniswap and Sushi are powered by Ethereum, so you need to
send Ethereum to your wallet.
Dry powder, and I'm gonna two-part this with how does swapping with MetaMask and Uniswap actually make us money? What's the process? Well, that's the easy one. If you have Ethereum sitting in Uniswap, let's say, and you swap it with, let's say, XYZ token goes up in price, then you go back to Uniswap and you swap it into USDT or a stable coin, And if you've made alpha, you've made alpha. And if the coin is dropped in price on an exchange, you've lost money, just like as if you were exchange trading it. Swapping is just a way to access ownership of that coin if it's not available to you on an exchange. Let's see, can we still learning?
Okay,
yeah, so get rid of Sean's question real quick for the correct. AV Home, I think, has been sitting there for a long time. What indicators do you look at to hopefully reduce the probability that you aren't jumping into a coin that has already pumped and is about to dump? Just charts. Well, for me personally, AV Home, yes. So again, that goes back to the affirmation. If I'm looking at a coin that has great sentiment indicators across the board, but I look at, let's say, that 7-day price action, let's say is something ridiculous like 3, 4, 500%. So we know it's traveled down the highway a little bit. Yeah, of course, I'm going to look at the chart. I want to see if we're entering into a bearish pattern or we're still maintaining a bullish pattern. So I will go to the chart for affirmation, even if the sentiments are looking good. Just like if I pick up something on a chart first, I'll go to the sentiment for affirmation on that as well. So it was actually a good question. Hit up Mark Bose's question on the MetaMask wipes.
Let's see. The scam token wipes the MetaMask. I think what Mark, maybe clarify, but I think what you're asking is if you do import a contract that is scamming, it wipes it. There's lots of different ways you can get hacked, but yeah, essentially what the most common practice is if you import the incorrect address, it will allow the scammer, the hacker, to deplete your wallet and send the assets to other wallets. And that's what's happened to so many people. Not just in Trade the Chain, but everywhere. So yes, it is that important that you make sure you've got the right address when you're doing it.
Why don't you go to, yes, Sync is, you're welcome, Mark. Thank you for joining us, sir. Go to Sync's question real quick. That's the last one on the thing.
Which one? I got two from, Sync. Okay.
The first one, Geo Nova, we answered.
Okay. So Sync is asking, why do some, so this is because some tokens are not, they're a native coin on their own blockchain. So for instance, like you're saying, why do some have not, so DOT, for instance, DOT's not available on Uniswap because that's not an ERC20 standardized token available for swapping. Hopefully that makes sense.
It's running on its own chain.
Exactly. It's a different blockchain. And so now there's a lot of interoperability things that are actually happening to make this much easier for everyone involved as we speak. I mean, DOT actually itself is about interoperability. So, kind of ironic that is the one you brought up. They're focused on solving kind of that issue. So if you can still get into DOT, like on Kraken, it's listed, or you can open, I think you can open a browser wallet for DOT, or there's a bunch of ways to acquire it. But if go to CoinGecko, type in the ticker that you're interested in, and you can see all the pairs down below it where it is actually being traded if there's no contract address. That's how I always do it. I don't know if you have any other info on that.
I think Sync says Roger that. So that's good. Okay, so this has been an hour, and we're gonna hold it right here. I love all these questions. I also actually wish I wish this happened more on the AMAs that we do Fridays. Because I feel like the AMAs, we do all the talking, nobody asks a question. These random Sundays and Saturdays we do, everybody asks the questions, and this is the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
And these
hold it
are
right here.
great
This is
questions.
they're great questions. This is what I want to hear on the AMAs. So every Friday, noon Eastern time, there's an AMA. Maybe we should stop doing that, and I should just do random calls on weekends. But no, we're not going to stop it. We're going to continue to do both. This is all recorded. We're going to put this up in the member resource portal and put it into the library so everybody can go back to it. And I'm going to actually make this. I'm going to do a scheduled thing. Maybe Weston, you and I just do this more often.
Yeah, this is helpful to everybody.
Maybe a little more in the afternoon so I can have like a beer or something and do it. But this is actually really enjoyable, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. A lot of people actually joined us today, so I really appreciate it. Enjoy. I know Fridays are hard, so we're going to keep doing the weekend stuff. And we're in the community, so you hit us up there. Any problems with anything, support at tradethechain.com or DM us, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you very much, folks.
Cheers, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Bye.